we're going to be working on today is this. This is a airbrush compressor. It pretty much, well, it doesn't blow anymore. It doesn't suck either, so it's kind of just static. Just makes a lot of noise. But anyway, this is a DecoPac model TC908DP, 1/6 horsepower, 110-120 volts, 60 hertz, and supposedly it produces 23 liters a minute of air, and it should auto start at 43 psi and stop at 57 psi. Yeah, this DecoPac didn't make this thing. This is just a cheap Chinese air compressor. It doesn't even have a country of manufacture on it anywhere, and I'm turning green. There's overspray from the airbrush all over this thing. But it's Intertech listed. This thing's a piece of crap. So anyway, this is what happens. I just have a solenoid valve on here just to block the output. But anyway, we said that it's supposed to auto stop at 57 psi, so it should be capable of at least that. But we'll turn it on, and runs, generates pressure, and we're getting 10 psi. See if we can turn up the regulator. Nothing happens. Turn down the regulator. Well, the pressure drops. So the regulator appears to be working, unless it's stuck at some point, but press the drain valve. And it is generating air. Well, compressing air. It's not generating air. The air's already there. But so anyway, let's see what we can do with this thing. So this is basically, well, I assume anyway that it is a diaphragm compressor. I am going to, for the moment, rule out the regulator. Don't think it's the regulator that has failed. I have yet seen a regulator fail. I've seen a regulator make a lot of noise, squeal and whistle and grind, but they seem to typically always work. So what we're going to do is attempt to pull off the head here, and this has Allen head cap screws on the head. So I've got a little Allen wrench here, and let's see how if we can. Well, that one's kind of loose actually. So we'll slide this off. Alright, and all that seems to be is our pressure switch. Oh, and the head's just completely loose. Oh wow, that's kind of dirty. Is that a diaphragm compressor? Let's turn it on and see what happens. Whoa! That is not a diaphragm compressor. That's a wobble piston compressor. I was not expecting that. So what this is it's like a little flat thing that kind of wobbles back and forth here in this, well, we'll call it a cylinder. It's a piece of, well, sounds like phenolic plastic. Wow, this thing's a piece of crap. There's a reed valve in there for the intake. Let's see if we can hold this down and we'll show you how it works. Yeah, there we go. Intake reed valve. There's a seal on the top here with a little button on it. There's a hole in the button. I don't think that hole is supposed to be in the button. That might be where our problem is, because this appears to be the exhaust. This is on here like that. Yeah. I don't think that hole is supposed to be there. Don't know if there's anything I can do to fix that. Let's see if we can pop this little button out and see what it looks like. Alright, well that's it. If we're going to focus in a little bit on this, I think this is supposed to be a solid little rubber, plastic, silicone, whatever it is, button. But it's got a little hole in it there. You can see that. And I think that is what our problem is. Yeah, the other pieces are pretty much worn through. Well, It's freaking 8 o'clock at night and I'm getting a phone call. That's our little intake reed valve there. Looks a little bit bent. I don't think it should be popped up like that. Typically it should be flat. Let's see if we can take that off. Oh, not with that size screwdriver, we're not going to. Okay, so upon further inspection, as I was trying to get this screw on the reed valve loose, we can see our little seal around here, which is, I'm gonna guess it's like a Teflon seal or something, since it's riding on plastic, and the plastic isn't worn. The actual quote-unquote cylinder is okay, but if you look at the seal, it's like worn real thin and kind of buckled over on the side here. So I am going to vote this thing as pooched. Thanks for watching.